Esther's Reboot Challenge, Day 22. Begin at the bottom of page 100. What's important is concentrating on what you do with joy or passion for a long time before you become a competent independent worker. Work and life must become one in order for you to have higher efficiency during this time of concentration. You have a better chance of succeeding as an independent worker only when how you want to live is in line with what you want to do. You can't grow independently if you're unwilling to invest your time in what you do and are tempted to quit because the work bores you. 2. Digital technology is the foundation. Independent workers usually start out alone. Not only do they have to be masters of their work, but they also have to promote themselves, manage their customers, and develop their careers, all by themselves. Everything from social media marketing to specific promotions is handled independently. Since I started working professionally, I have learned a variety of digital work skills: word processing, PowerPoint, video production, blogging, online communities, forums, YouTube, Instagram marketing, Facebook, ad management, website building, and app development. Each time a new platform was launched, I immediately learned how to use it, and now I can identify the connection and timelessness of all these platforms and immediately apply what I find to what I do. When you are an independent worker, it is a basic requirement that you build a system that allows you to work regardless of where you are located. Create a platform where you can promote yourself anywhere in the world and do all necessary work with competency. 3. Create a self-upgrade system. I study constantly. Having core content in your field means that you must recognize and upgrade it every day. You need to have at least 3 to 5 upgrade systems. You can maintain the core content and even make it more competitive only when you study all other areas relevant to that core content. Only then you can come up with creative ideas, especially in this fast-paced time. You can quickly fall behind others in just 6 months if you stay unfocused and get sidetracked. Being an independent worker may sound cool, but the truth is that it is more labor-intensive than you think. The pain from that labor doesn't bother you much because you are doing what you like to do. As an independent worker, you can achieve self-growth only when you invest in what you do. You must invest in yourself or your future work by managing your money well, even if it's just a small amount. An independent worker is a smart company in itself, and there is no future for a company that doesn't invest. You must use about 30% of the money you make to study for the future. In my case, I continually study English, digital technology, read books, study science, and engage in my hobbies every day. Others ask me if it doesn't tire me out, but I'm fine with it. You must be able to tell what tires you and what keeps you busy. Keeping yourself busy is better than having too much spare time, and having a lot of work is better than being sad because you have none. That's what I personally experienced during my many years of being an independent worker. When the tiring times of hard work pass, my career and I are better for them. How great it is because when I share with others the results of my efforts, I make money and I also build my career. 4. Build and maintain your network. When working independently, there often comes a time when you have no work. You get flustered when you have no idea why you're stopping getting job orders. This is the hardest moment for independent workers. When it happens, you should not keep asking yourself why. If you keep asking the question, you start blaming and reproaching yourself, and before you know it, you develop depression. In the worst case scenario, you feel so isolated and defeated that it can bring you down completely. My son, who is studying music, explained this so clearly to me recently. He said, "Mom, do you know what musicians need to be most mindful of? Getting along with older musicians. Freelancers might look like they work on their own, but it is rare for them to make it that way because they all need to be introduced to others and recommend one another. You need to be introduced in the industry before you can take your first step. So these days, I've been going out with older musicians to eat, drink, and talk with them. My son is fresh out of college and just started working in the music business. And he is an independent worker. Alone at home, he writes songs and plays the piano. Of course, he sells the music that he writes, but he makes money mostly by playing music. What if my son becomes isolated in this business? He'll run out of money. His skills will start getting rusty, and eventually he will be focused to forget about working independently. If you think that an independent worker is somebody who works alone, you're wrong. You work independently, but you must also make sure that you keep growing by staying closely connected with people and society. This is where some of the on-tech strategies that I shared in Reboot Formula 1 can come in handy. 5. Be smart about managing your money. I've known many independent workers, but a fair number of them are sloppy. When it comes to money management, they are so focused on doing the work that they like to do that they often get into a situation where they can hardly support themselves. But you can work only when you have all the necessities of living. If you want to continually support your dream, you must be smart with your finances. Thank you.